Hey everybody, welcome in. I really kind of want to make a little song for y'all, or maybe sing a song. I don't know. I feel like because it's my first time here and your first time here, I want you to know that this is home. I want you to just kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Because guess what? We escaping. Not funny. Listen, I've been thinking about starting this space for a minute. Um, And honestly, like for real, I've been overthinking it from the beginning. Like, how do I start it? It's been a thought in my head for years because I've always had all these ideas about different topics and different stories and different thoughts and things I wanted to talk about. And I felt like a lot of people needed to hear it. But every time I came to this idea with somebody or talked about it, or maybe even sat down and recorded myself, I started thinking, like, what am I actually doing? Like, B, what are you doing, girl? And I realized I just didn't want this to feel like a lecture. I didn't want it to feel like, oh, this is just content that she's just trying to put out. I don't want to feel like I got to show up every week pretending that I just got everything together. I just know what I'm doing and I'm just going to be great. I just wanted a place for real conversation because I feel like in life in general, people meet just one side and one version of us. I think people see us at work. If we're funny, people see us cracking jokes. People think some of us are really confident. And then I realized that people really see our highlights. They see the version of us that just shows up everywhere. And usually there's another side to that, a side that people don't always see. And I think that's what I wanted this to be, the side that we don't really show everybody. So, allow me to introduce myself. I'm B, and welcome to the B side.
Welcome to the B side.
Well, now that that's out the way, let's talk for real. Well, let me start here. Why did that feel weird to me? Like introducing myself in general sometimes make me feel really weird. Like I sometimes feel like when people say, "Hey, B, tell me about yourself," I immediately go into my resume. Like you'll think you on LinkedIn. Promise to God. Like I start talking about my credentials. I start talking about these degrees. I start talking about my jobs, everything I've accomplished, and then I'm thinking to myself, like, girl, that's not who you are. That's just your resume. And I feel like somewhere along the way, we have just kind of got to a place where our professions and our accomplishments become who we are and not just what we do. Like, who are we really if nobody asks me about work? Who am I if nobody needs something from me? Who am I if I'm not performing and acting like I'm okay? And to be honest and to be fair, I don't think I'm that good at answering that. Because I think my whole life I've been a person who liked goals. Like I like being able to progress in life. I like having lists and checking them off. I like to see steady movement. I like seeing something and being like, oh, okay, bet this is what we about to do, this how we fix it. And somewhere over the last couple of years, I just kind of realized that sometimes it's okay to let things be. And it's okay to not fix everything or need everything fixed. Like sometimes stuff just has to be and we just have to feel it. And I'm about to tell y'all for real, I hate that shit. Listen, it don't work for me. Because if anybody who knows me that's listening knows that I am an emotional bunny rabbit. Like I'm a Cancer. People talk about us, okay, whatever. We feel a lot. And we're most of us are very empathic. And so we feel every emotion known to man, sometimes all at once. And sometimes I wish that my emotions could just be efficient. Like, why I gotta sit in it? Why I gotta feel this so strongly? Why can't I Just like write it down, make a list, check it off, and move on. And I know. That sounds like I'm trying to avoid it. And for real, you can mind your business. But seriously, think about it. Wouldn't that be great? And I think that one of the reasons I really wanted to do this is I think that it's more people that just kind of know me through roles and they don't really know the real me. And I think if they learn some of those things, it could open greater conversation. Like some of my thoughts could really go there. And I think that people could see just not just me, but themselves past work and past job titles and past the things you do and past how you show up with people. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like all those things. I like going to work. I like having a job title. I like how I show up. I generally love what I do, and I'm very proud of myself and the things I've accomplished. But I think I've kind of spent a lot of time just being useful, and I think in the midst of that, I forgot happiness. And I know, check it. Listen, I know that sounds dramatic as hell. I ain't even gonna hold you, but sit with me, stay with me for a second. I ain't talking about like unhappy. I'm not talking about like depressed. I think sometimes we just stay busy. Like just busy. You feel me? Like just I think we stay busy just kind of to hide things. And what could we be hiding, you may ask? Well, like in the job I do, I get burnt out a lot. And I think I just keep moving, keep pushing to hide the fact that I'm burnt out. Or if I'm lonely, I hide the fact that I'm lonely by just staying busy. Busyness can hide that I'm afraid. And when I'm unsure and I don't know what to do next, if I just stay busy, maybe I can figure that out. Because I think as long as I keep moving, nobody is going to ask me any questions. And I think sometimes you may feel like that too. Hell, I don't know. And maybe being busy like this and doing this is just a grown people problem. I sometimes think that I shouldn't be an adult. Like, I ain't mature enough for this. A new study they said came out and said your brain didn't fully develop till you're 32. And I ain't but 34, so I'm just becoming an adult. So I don't know. But I feel like when I was younger, I was like a life of a party. Like, I was here and there, everywhere, y'all. I was outside, my guy. And now I just be at home. I work these jobs. I'm in school. And when people cancel plans, I'm like, oh, bet I'm probably in the bed before you finish telling me we ain't doing it. And I'm probably looking at DoorDash to figure out if I want to pay that extra fee for them to deliver food to my house. 'Cause I really don't want to leave the house. And I'm going to turn on a movie, probably Harry Potter. Do not judge me. And that's what I'm going to do. And I just feel like that just can't be it to life. Like sometimes when people say, what do you do for fun? It's like something I just be making up stuff. Like I don't. What you want me to say? Going to work, going to school, surviving life. Like what you want me to do? I don't know what to say, and I just feel like there is more to life than just surviving. Like I want joy. I want to be soft and feminine. I want random moments of life. I want to experience new things and travel the world. I want to laugh so hard. And though I joke and say I don't like people, I want people around me for real, for real. I don't know. I want to feel excited. I want to feel surprised. And I think I focus a lot of time on just success and not looking at the other side. And maybe a part of me getting older is just really realizing that success and fulfillment, because I believe all the things I just said is just like fulfillment in life. And I think now I realize like they're not interchangeable. They're not the same thing. And that's a little uncomfortable. Give me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. Because for me, and how I was raised and all those things, success came with instructions. Like I knew exactly what I needed to do to be successful in life. I knew I had to work hard. I knew I needed to go to school. I knew I had to get these jobs. I knew I needed to show up the best version of me in these jobs. But no one told me how to feel fulfilled in that. And when I think about it, I got another thought. And it's gonna be a tangent and that's fine. But I think that people always just assume that I have it all together. Like, girl, you got it. And I think people think that's a compliment. I ain't even gonna hold you. I think that people feel like that's a reward. And sometimes, I mean, it could be, but sometimes it's just lonely. Because if everybody thinks that you're doing okay, who checks? Like, if everybody feels like you're strong, who really offers? If everybody thinks that you got it, who asks you, do you want help? And I feel like for a long, long time, I just got really, really comfortable being that person. Like I was dependable. I always had things figured out. I could just carry this load. And I don't think I ever rested in a moment. And now I know that like being that person and resting, they don't have to be enemies. I think I'm learning that slowly. I mean, maybe saying like today I ain't got the capacity for that. Today I'm tired. Today I can't do it. Maybe that's not earth stopping. And who really knew that when you think about it? Then the more I think about just people in general and life in general, I feel like people are contradictions. I told my therapist that one time. I said, homeboy, I am a walking contradiction. There's gonna be lots of things I say to you and it's gonna make no logical sense sometimes. And sometimes it will. They're not gonna fit together. Because I could be confident. And that's what I show the world. And insecure at the same time. I can want love, right? And still value my independence. And Lord knows I can be emotional. But even in that, I can think logically. I can want softness and still show up as strong. And I could just want to rest. And that doesn't have to stop my ambition. And maybe really becoming and finding out who you are is letting all those things exist at the same time. Like, who says we have to pick one when they all could just be? And I think for a long time, I just spent time trying to be easier to understand. A running joke that I make is that my brain thinks weird. And so I could explain it to you, but it may not come out right. And I think at some point I realized I just wanted to fit in somewhere. Like I'm a very tall girl. I've been tall a long time. I'm ambitious. I do all these things. My brain thinks weird. I'm emotional. And I just really sometimes didn't feel like I fit in anywhere, right? And so at some point I just wanted to be easier. And now I'm starting to realize that maybe I'm not meant to fit in. Maybe it's okay that I am how I am sometimes, even though I'm growing. Maybe I'm just a layered person. And maybe you just a layered person too. See, this is why I wanted to make this place. Not just for me to talk, but for everybody to talk. Because I think that some stuff just needs to be said. And maybe it's some things that other people need to hear. And now y'all kind of involved in this. So, haha, congratulations. Clap, clap, clap for you. But really, all jokes aside, I just really wanted a space that could feel like a conversation. And in that conversation, I might have some of my friends come, some people I've met throughout my life and journey, just to talk. No pressure, no need to feel like, oh, this shit got to be perfect. And I feel like sometimes this space is gonna get deep. Sometimes it's gonna be funny. Sometimes I'm going to have stories, and sometimes I'm just going to be random as hell. And some things I'm probably going to listen to later and be like, girl, now why did you say that? It's going to be a lot of me just talking and changing my mind in real time because that growth might hit me in the middle of a sentence. But I just really wanted this to be real. That's it. That's all. So here we are. So before I go, because I'll ramble on for days, I want y'all to think about something. If somebody had to introduce you, what version of you would they describe? And would you agree with that version they described? Because sometimes, I do a lot of speaking engagements and people like introduce me at these things. And I don't know, sometimes I'm like, oh, that's a lie. And I'm like, that ain't even me. And maybe that's just where I'm starting. But either way, thank y'all for coming to spend a little time on the B side. I'm out.
And that's a wrap for today. Let the good vibes stay.